Once that bit cleared a bit more, I got rid of a load of the rubble and all that lot. It's all stacked up over there. But I looked under here just a minute ago, and these are tiger slugs, which are the good ones. They looked like they were mating when I first looked, but they've obviously detached now, so hopefully I'll get some more of these in the garden, because these will eat normal garden slugs, the black ones that you get. Hello all, welcome back. Thanks for your comments, subs and likes. I've just dug that pathway out, so we're getting there, but I'm obviously not going to be able to do anything with that pathway because it's starting to get cold and the freeze and all that. So I can get it more or less the way I want it, ready for when it's time I can start laying the beds, or laying these slabs I should say. Right, I'll take you outside and show you what's happening. I've finished taking off what I'm going to take off of here. When I first started doing it, I think I was going a bit deep because I was getting a lot of the garden compost in there, because I could tell when it had dried up in there the difference. So I've only taken a couple of inches off the top of this, but as you can see it goes along, then there's a big dip upwards. So I'm obviously going to still leave a little bit of a dip up there, but I'm going to make it so that it slightly slopes down this way, so that when it rains, which it probably will, when it rains, all the water hopefully drain down and onto this grass bit here. So that's going to be the next job. I think I'm going to need to get that so it's got a slight slant downwards towards this way. So I'll get the rake out and do that. I've raked this out now, so it's not such a steep hill up there. There is still a little bit of gradients, as you can see, but it's nowhere near what it was before. But right, this is quite a steep step, as you can see. So I've got a couple of these breeze blocks that I'm going to use for the step, so I'll grab a couple of them and I'll grab a slab and put that there, because obviously that's quite a steep step. So I'll just put them breeze blocks there with a slab on it, temporary, so I can get up and down there easier. Right, I took the step out again. It wasn't very level last time, so it's a bit more level now. But this is only a temporary step anyway, so yeah, as long as it's safe, and it's a lot easier for me to get up here. This is the stuff that I got out, all of it, off of that step. So it's not quite up to the top of the thingy there, but it's piled up quite high at the back there. So that's all right. It looks a lot better. So I've got a bit of a gradient running down now. So when I get my slabs and bricks laid, when it rains, it's just going to run down to this bit here. And when this grass grows, it should be quite grassy when it rains. So it's not too bad. Really, I need to get on and get these other boards in. But I'm not very happy with the way this is at the moment. But anyway, I'll carry on. And then later on in the year, if I can get to go to get some nice pallets, I'll get some nice new solid wood pallets. And then I can do a nice neat job of it then. But for temporary now, I'll just get some posts in and put them long boards at the bottom there. I'm digging out this bit here so I can get my next board in, and this shows you just the layers of the ground. If you look there, this is what it was like before, but if you look, it gets a lot darker at the top, which is my layers, which is quite a lot. If you look, it's got to be blimey, 4-5 inches on top of the this horrible stuff that I started with. It's like sand, like I said before, but yeah, I thought I'd just show you that. I've got that first board in. Just need to do a little bit more up to there. It's not very much. Then I can just, whatever pallets I get, I can just pile them up, hopefully to try and get it to the same height as that one there. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'll come back and I'll get on with do a few more of these boards. Then I'll bring you back and show you what it's like after that. But we're getting there slowly. Right, I've just come out to put more boards on the way up here. I'll show you what's happening with the broad beams. It's quite surprising actually, to be honest. Squeezing it. As you know, I put this cover on it, and as you can see, they come up to the top of it already. It's got loads of condensation in there, so I'll leave that off now. But it looks like I got 2, 4, 6 out of 8. So 6 will do me. I'll just put them in 2 rows of 3 or something like that. Still haven't got them out, or the broccoli, but it's really cold, so yeah. Right, I'm just going to get on and do them boards down there. After I've done that, or done a bit more of that anyway, up to that post anyway, when I get up to there, I'm going to start sorting this bed out, because this bed's going to be a root vegetable bed, like turnips and stuff like that. So I need to take everything out of here. So I'll just go through that when I get to it. I'll do these boards first. I've got all them boards on now, so it doesn't look too bad. To be honest, now that it's at that height, I can get quite a lot more compost and stuff on here. You might not be able to tell by the video, but yeah, I can get quite a bit more compost in, so that's good. But what I'm going to do, I've got my trug here. I'm going to get some of that compost, or what I got from the path, so I'm going to get some of that, put it in there, then obviously fill in these gaps I got down the edge here. So yeah, I'll get on and do that. Then we're more or less done with this side, I think, for the boarding out and stuff. I've topped that bed up now, up to here anyway, to where the water butt is. So I've topped it up from there, all the way up there. As you saw me before, I was topping up that bit as well. So there is a bit more space for the onions actually. So really, I need to move these pegs to the edge of the bed now. But that was really tight to get it like that, so I'm just going to leave that and put some bricks back on there, I think. So, right, I'll get on with this bed. I'll go through what I've got in here and what's happening and stuff in there. Alright, looks like we've had the first frost of the year. For me anyway, this is the first time I've seen it like this. But as you can imagine, it's pretty cold, and I think this bed's going to be pretty hard to dig out if I try and dig out these plants now. It doesn't matter if they don't survive because I'm not keeping them anyway, but this is going to be quite hard now, I think. So I'll come out here in a little bit and see what it's like then. Well, it looks like my onions have been knocked over by the frost, as you can see, and a few of the cabbages as well, but I'm not surprised. It's pretty cold out here, so I'm going to get back indoors and I'm going to come back out here later on, and hopefully some of this frost
would have melted by then. But we'll have to see what happens. But it's not actually frosty at the top here, because it must be sheltered by the trees and stuff. So look, no frosting there or anything up here. So yeah, polytunnel's a little bit cold as well, as you can probably gather. But yeah, oh, them leaves have gone down a little bit as well, so they are rotting down. Right, this is the fruit bed that I'm going to turn into a root vegetable bed. So I'll tell you what I've got in here, then I'm going to take it out, I'm going to leave it, see if my neighbour wants some other fruit stuff, because he's got some raspberries and what have you. But anyway, these are some, there's 3 gooseberry bushes along there. I've got this turnip that's been in there since 26th of March, so we'll see how big that is. That should be quite funny if there's anything in there and it hasn't rotted, but this is quite hard still, to be honest. But anyway, this is a black currant that I dug out from one of my neighbours. I broke my spade on that. And I've just got a row of raspberries along the back there. And there's my, someone's been digging round by my rhubarb. Well, I'm going to leave that rhubarb in there, because that's been there for about 4 or 5 years, I think it is, something like that. So, right, I'll get these gooseberries out first, then I'll set you up, and I'm going to try and dig that turnip out. Look at that. Not too bad at all, really. After a nice little clean up. It's frozen at the moment, so that's not bad, is it? Oh, I don't know. We've got a hole. There's a hole there, so God, I can smell it though. Like that, looks like that goes right inside, so it looks like it's a hollow inside, unfortunately. Let's have a look. See if I can break. Yeah, there you go. Look, that's a bit unfortunate, but never mind. It's probably my fault for leaving it in so long, to be honest, so that can go on the compost bin. Right, I'll carry on clearing out this bed, then I'll come back to you when I've done it. I wouldn't recommend digging in this weather, because yeah, it's like a rock really, but yeah, I wouldn't do it if I was you, especially if you want to save the plants. I'm not bothered about the plants personally. I will leave them for my neighbour, like I said, and if he wants them he can have them. If not, then I'll just get rid of them. But anyway, got a few weeds out there, and this is what I took out. 3 gooseberry bushes, 1 black currant, and what, half a dozen raspberry canes. So it looks a bit neat now, doesn't it? I haven't dug round there because that's where the rhubarb is. Right, I'll take you inside the polytunnel and give you an update on the broad beans and my cauliflower and my cabbage in there. Now we're obviously inside the polytunnel now. I'll show you what's happening with all these. These kohlrabi don't seem to be that badly affected. Considering when I looked this morning, it was 5 below. They seem to be doing all right. But poor old, I'm not sure now whether that's a cabbage or cauliflower, but that's drooped over a bit with the cold, obviously. And this is the cauliflower. It's had a proper frosting as well, so we'll see what happens with them. And this is the Primo free cabbage. What I'm gonna do actually while I'm here, I'm just gonna take off some of these rotten leaves, or leaves that have been eaten, and that one as well. Oh, there's one there as well, look, get that one as well. And that one makes it look a bit neater then, doesn't it? So we'll have to see what happens with these, especially that one, because that one has been well frosted, as you can see. Same with the broccoli. Yeah, say no more. I'm probably just going to bin them, to be honest. I don't think they're going to do anything now. And these are the broad beans. They have been hit a little bit, but not too bad at the moment. Still got 2, 4, 6, so none of the other two have popped up. So 6 is better than none, I suppose. So yeah, still got these posts in here as well. I need to move these into my move these new posts into my wooden shed up the top, so I'll probably do that tomorrow or something. I nearly forgot to show you that I've picked up all them rocks that my mate was going to get me, so that's going to be good. But they are very heavy, and I can tell you they're not going to move very far from there, so that's going to be a summertime project for that little corner there. But also I'm going to need to get this pathway finished as well when the weather gets a bit better, so that's obviously not going to be till after Christmas now. Got that all sorted and everything, which is good. As I said, this compost bin's gone down quite a bit, so but next year I think I'm going to move, because that's got loads of horse manure and stuff in it now, so I'm not going to take that off. But next year I'm going to see if I can get that one to go over there, and see if I can get my green one to, my other green one to fit in there. I don't know whether I will or not. There is a little bit of space, but the green one, when it's there, is over too much, and that's a little bit thinner. So hopefully I can get that one moved to there as well. And then this mess, there's loads of bits and bobs in there that I need to get in, but there's a lot of stuff to come next year, so should be quite a lot going on. I need to sort this bit out as well. Take the first couple of inches of this off, like I did on this bit. Then I can take the top couple of inches of that off, because that's bark chippings as well. Then I can fill these big voids in as well. Done that one, but for some unknown reason that one never got done. So yeah, so there's still quite a lot to come. Thanks for watching, commenting and subbing. If you're a recent subber, thank you. I want to try and get to 300 by Christmas, so if you haven't hit the subscribe yet, the subscribe button's down there. Click on the bell, click on all, and you'll get my notifications when I upload. This is probably going to be my last one before Christmas, so happy Christmas and a happy new year, and I will see you in the new year when I come back. Right, bye.